Найти бандита в Ужице. Так, ну это все, конечно, прекрасно. Но мне нужно продать кучу барахла. Для этого мне надо вот сюда. А, сначала нужно вот сюда посмотреть, что вот это за вопросительные знаки.
Да.
Да, все-таки конь это мега удобная вещь. Честно говоря, я запарился бегать по этим лесам на своих двоих. С конем оно как-то получше. Так, кажется, я пришел. Это оно. Да. Алхимик здесь живет. Сейчас посмотрим. И травник. Привет. Травница.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Чем мне надо? Поторговаться с тобой надо. Блин. Она ничего не хочет у меня купить. Зато у нее есть книжка, которую я куплю. О, ничего себе, сколько у нее рецептов-то. Что это за рецепты? Любовное зелье. Какой-то артемизия. Бейн поушен. Яд. Ладно, я... О, карта сокровищ еще, пожалуй, возьму. Пока все. Рецепты эти мне пока не нужны. Pet food. Что такое pet food? Хрень, короче, ненужная. Все, до свидос. Я так понимаю, у меня куча всего хлама. Так понимаю. Или не куча? Ну да, все у коня, все ворованное. Мне точно нужно к мельнику. Так, что там за сокровища? Карта сокровищ. Вот это, кстати, тоже можно почитать. Вот. Приходишь на карту по карте сокровищ. Там сундук. Уровень открытия сложный. Пытаешься открыть, тебе пишут «До свидания». До свидания. Никаких сундуков вы не получите. Качайте ваш навык. Где мой конь? Я тут бухой не могу коня найти. Еще и рыгает, елки-палки. Так, по-моему, это была дорожка. Пожалуй, я вот так свистну. Ну. Где конь-то? Что-то я не понял. О, вот он, в кустах. Конь в кустах. Так, ну ладно, с этим я разобрался, короче. А длиннее мне нужно к мельнику. Вот к этому. Он у меня весь ворованный хлам купит. Почему-то мельники в этой игре выставлены такими подонками, которые готовы все скупать. Все краденое. Квесты дают укради то, укради это. Сейчас какие-нибудь разбойники тут еще выскочат на меня. Нет, никто не выскочит. Мне кажется, немножко надо камеру поправить. Так, что, опять в кусты врезался? Блин, тут забор.
Я.
Я. Ну-ка, давай, прыгай. О, красавчик. Хотя тут уже вон. Можем вот так пройти. Так.
Я.
Поскакали вперед. Мой верный конь. Что-то мне вот не нравится вот это освещение. О, время-то уже 8 часов. Скоро ночь придет. Бандиты повылезают. С ними шутки плохи. Так, я надеюсь, что я правильно скачу. Стоп, как так? Была дорога и нет дороги. Дорога. Нет дороги. Это как вообще понимать? Так, ага. Придется продираться сквозь лес. Либо как-то так вот. Либо так. Пофиг. Короче, прямо скакать. Блин, что-то у меня экран мерцает. Что такое? Вертикальная синхронизация включена. Может отключить? Пробовать. Все равно. Что делать? Что-то мне не нравится эта фигня. Вот, похоже, все-таки есть тропинка. Так, я все-таки, наверное, перезапущу игру. Еще раз еще проверю. Включена, все нормально. Ладно. Может, рестарт поможет. Что-то какой-то странный глюк, однако. Там за окном трактор ездит, я думаю, слышно его. Очень хорошо. Не пойму, что это за глюк. Видеокарты или игры. Так, что-то оно у меня сейчас вообще не в полном окне открылось. Видимо, игра глючит. Прикольно, что тут на загрузочном экране разные картинки показывает. Это радует, конечно. Ну чё? Так, настройки, графика. Ой. Тут еще спамеры звонят. Блин, все равно мерцание какое-то непонятное. Я не узнаю, что это такое. Ну, я не знаю, что придется так играть. Раньше такого не было. Может, это из-за стрима? Это что за... Не, хотя я в прошлый раз стримил, тоже такого не было. Очень странный глюк. Интересно, на стриме его видно или нет? Ну ладно, хрен с ним. Тебе, конечно, неприятно.
Yeah. Yeah.
Так, я на месте. Надеюсь, этот мельник еще не спит. Так. Что никого нет, подозрительно как-то. Тук-тук. Спит уже. Может, проснется ради меня?
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Бляха-муха. Мне надо у коня взять шмот. Я забыл. Извини, чувак, что разбудил тебя. Так, у меня тут еще клавиатура на русском. Вообще зашибись. Что это за ЧУ, блин? Твою налево, блин. А. Чё-то как-то сегодня не очень складывается все. Может отключить какие-нибудь свистелки-перделки этих драйверов видеокарты. Может попробовать так. По крайней мере, сейчас он сразу спустился на полный экран. Так, ну-ка. Отлично. «226, ничего себе. Весу. Вместимая лошадь. Так, надо проверить. Быть может быть, что-то из этого мне подойдет. Нет, нет. Гамбизон. Так. А у меня какой? 28, 33, 22. 29, 34. Нет. Нет. Не буду брать. Все, короче, понятно. Можно все это толкать. Так. Где твой мужик? Давай, вставай.
I've got some.
Oh,
Так. Ну вот как-то так. Да. Что у него купить можно? Да ничего, кроме отмычек у него нет. Все. Спасибо, мужичок. Да, мерцание есть. Именно когда двигаешься, появляется мерцание-то. Так, надо, наверное, скинуть в коня то, что мне не нужно. Можно, кстати, еще починить что-нибудь. У вас недостаточно навыка. Да блин, ну и как мне прокачивать этот навык? Ладно, короче. Так, вот эту шкуру надо кинуть коню. X. Ты, что там еще? Так, стоп. Что это за меч? Почему я не видел этого меча? Надо его тоже толкнуть. Извини, мужик, я тебя опять разбужу. Видать, тебе не судьба сегодня поспать.
I've got some goods here. Who's?
Пока я тут тусуюсь. Так. Может, что-то еще тут? Что еще есть для продажи? Так, стрелы я все оставлю. Ремонтный набор, лопата и факел. Все вроде. Все. Спасибо. Можешь дальше спать. Так. Что-то еще можно засунуть в лошадь. Что-то. Сейчас засунем. Так. О, отлично. все эти ремонтные наборы, какие-то документы не засовывает. Ладно. Отмычку пока оставлю. Лопату. Вот, лопату можно. Факел. А у меня 2 факела. Зачем мне 2 факела? Карта сокровищ. Ключи не засовывает. Почему мне этот генерал-майор не хотел вот это ухо взять? Взял только уши бандитов. Купил. Так, ну, все равно, блин, у меня почти 100 кило на руках. Почему так много? Вообще я пустой. Все это очень странно. Откуда тут так много? Но больше всего доспехи весят. Меч. Доспехи, доспехи, доспехи. Это значит, столько всего доспехи мне весят. Ладно. Хрен с ним. Так. Куда теперь? Куда теперь? А, кстати, у этого мельника, может быть, еще есть квест для меня. Так, мужик, ты мне извини, но я еще раз тебя разбужу. Нет, ничего. Нет у него квеста. Можно пожрать. Что у меня там с насыщением? 89. Нет, я тогда обожрусь. А, я, кстати, бухой же сейчас. Ну. У меня стоит. Это что такое? А, это шпоры, наверное. Как это переводится? Еще посмотрю. Уздечка или что? Шпоры, да. Для лошади. Улучшает способности лошади. Так. Выживаемость и харизма плюс 2. Но при этом заметность у меня увеличивается. Меня сейчас любой бандит заметит. Куда мне идти теперь? Вот тут есть мельник, который хочет мне дать квест. А чем, интересно, вот этот квест отличается от вот этого? А, это типстер, это только намекает на квест, а этот дает. Ну ладно. Ладно, ладно. Что у меня там по квесту? Кстати, как это... Почему вот тут были надписи с квестами? X. О, вот оно, да. Я понял. Так, Джинджера найти, этого рыжего. Потом... Это вообще непонятно. Это что такое? Это пойти к его возлюбленной. Это... Возвращаться в Скалец. Блин, нет, я не хочу туда пока возвращаться. Ага, это отнести шкуру. Турнир, блин, вот как мне от этого квеста, вот он реально задолбал. Постоянно возникает и исчезает этот дурацкий квест. Так. Убить лидера бандитов. Это что такое? Выследить воров. Выследить воров. Почему это не показывает? Это помочь шлюхе. The old whore. Старая шлюха. Ага, вот. Вот эти воры, бандиты. Так, есть, короче, план такой. Загонять вот сюда. Сейчас точно какие-то бандиты будут. На удивление никого нет. Что-то так долго грузится. А я разве не на коне сюда скакал? Ладно, Мельник, что там у тебя за квест?
God be with you.
Any chance of some more work for me?
For you, always. A friend of mine asked me to help him get back some disputed land from his neighbor.
And you've become an officer of the law, is that it?
A likely turn of events.
Блин, что так темно?
Very well. Where do I need to liberate it from?
From the bailiff himself. Ha! You should see the face you're pulling. I never said it would be easy. The deed is supposed to be at the rat house somewhere, on the table, among the other parchments. You'll need to sneak in and then find it.
I'll manage somehow.
That I don't doubt. And you needn't doubt your reward. Take care.
Так, а где тут яркость? Что-то я не понимаю. Что-то я не понимаю. Хм. Текстуры, вода, объемные эффекты, детали травы. Управление — это вообще не то. Чё, тупо нельзя яркость, что ли, сделать в этой игре больше? Я не понял. Похоже, что да. Первый раз такое вижу, чтобы в игре нельзя было изменить яркость. Как такое возможно вообще? Ладно. Вот так вот, короче, меняется яркость. Так, а могу ли я книжку почитать сейчас? О, могу, класс. Так, 100%. Как раз за чтением скоротаю ночь. Ну, это, конечно, немного тупо с этим вот колесом они придумали. Все, эту книжку можно продать теперь. Так, надо сохраниться еще. Еще часок покумарить. Покемарить. Угу. О, Тереза спит. Что у нее с рукой? В текстурах застряла. Так, так, так. Вот эта паутина мне нужна или нет? Кубки. Так, шкуру я пока оставлю. Лук. Сколько перчаток? Перышко. Блин, сколько у меня луков. Это я натырил у этого князя. О, лошадка, ко мне. Так. Да, наверное, не надо мне разгружаться. Только вот эти все стрелы. Уберу подальше. Так, что мне эту книжку показывает? Я же ее уже прочитал. Почему мне показывает? О, исчезла. Все, ее можно продать тоже. Это в коня. Это в коня. Это в коня. И это в коня. Все. Теперь надо к тому мельнику скакать. Так, прямо до гнезда и направо. Это чё, разбойник или нет?
How about a little bet? What do you say?
Чего? Ставку хочешь сделать?
My good. How about a small wager, my good man?
That depends. A wager over what?
It's simple. I tell you a riddle. If you solve it, you get back twice the sum you wager. If you don't, I get to keep your coin.
А ты кто
Who
такой?
might you be, anyway?
Me? No one important.
Да, неважно.
You can be sure of one thing, lad. I walk the world, collecting riddles,
Может быть,
stories,
верен
and
только
sometimes
одному. Я
arms.
хожу по миру,
I live from day to day.
собираю загадки,
But enough
истории.
of my babbling.
Ну
Do
ладно,
you want
хватит
to engage
болтать.
your mind?
Ну чё, будем играть? Предлагает загадку за бабло решить.
That
Ну,
sounds
давай.
good. Let's do it.
Now, listen carefully. In the feast hall on the table are 10 candles. Suddenly, a gust of wind throws open the window and blows out 2 candles. A little later, another candle goes out. The servant, therefore, closes the hall window. Now the wind cannot blow out any more. So how many candles can the servant find to relight the following morning in the hall?
Три.
3.
Is the correct answer. While the wind blows out 3, 7 burn down completely overnight, so the next day only those 3 can be rekindled. Well, what can I do? Here's your 10 groschen. Spend them as best you can. Maybe we'll meet up again sometime.
We may well do so. Thank you.
Нормально. 5 грошинов заработал. Грошей. Не сфигали. На столе было 10 свечей. Было открыто окно. Ветер задул 3. Окно закрыли. Сколько свечей осталось утром? 3 свечи осталось утром. Потому что остальные все 7 сгорели. И те, которые задул ветер, те и остались. Так, а где гнездо? Еще чуть-чуть. Где-то здесь. Ой, я еще с факелом с этим. Мне факел не нужен, мне нужен щит. Так, а по-моему, гнездо уже это сбил. Вообще, конечно, странная тема. Это черви или шишки? Это шишки. Кристофер Милс. Здесь покоится Кристофер Милс. Да, странная тема с этой игрой, которая заключается в том, что Чё, не хочешь брать? Что я сбил гнездо, уже взял его содержимое. А мне на карте показывает, что оно все еще есть здесь. Зачем? Почему? Почему карта не обновляется? Вон даже ветка обломана, на которой весь было гнездо. Оно даже это валяется здесь. Не могу удержаться от того, чтобы не собирать цветочки. Опять турнир начинается. Как вы заколебались с этим квестом дебильным? Причем я читал, что его никак не убрать. И он не пропадает, даже если ты выиграешь в этом дурацком турнире. Ладно, короче, делаем конь. Гнезда нет, гнезда ничего нет тут. Карта врет. О, сейчас я вот этого челика грабану. Никого нет рядом. В принципе, можно все взять. Какая лошадка вежливая обходит этого мужичка. Нет, там нет переправы. Есть брод вот здесь. Скоро у этого мельника уже бабла не останется. Какая вода грязная. Что, бессонная ночь была?
I've got some goods.
All right.
Так, продать. У него 3000, дофига бабла. Можно ему все это... все сбагривать. Морковку, ромашки. Шапочка. Одуванчики пригодятся. Серебряный кубок. Лук. Это я прочитал, это мне не нужно. Перчатки. Еще перчатки. Шлем. Жакет. Кольчуга. Цветочки. Старая рубашка. Колготки, обувь, серебряный кубок, тапки. Желтая рубашка. Ну-ка, сколько у меня бабла теперь? 3000, класс. Мясника, мельника, еще и жена есть. Или помощница кто-нибудь. Так. Надо теперь в какой-нибудь город одежду чинить. Так, тут есть портной, но нет кузнеца. А кузнец есть здесь. Стоп, а разве мне не дали тут квест уже? Это другое место. Да, это другое место. Кузнец как раз. Ну вот сюда, короче, мне. О, тут точно могут быть бандиты. Ночью, по крайней мере, я их видел. Ледочко. Так. Ну-ка. Сейчас будет махач.
No, porfa. Here.
О,
Innen kellett oda repülnie.
фига себе.
Hát hol ez a szar?
Бросились.
Jól van, győztél. Feladom. A
Да,
picsába
блин,
hagyd
мне
már!
нужен вот этот
Elég
мужик.
volt, győztél.
А чё, я его хочу убить? Почему?
I've no
Прикончить.
mercy for the likes of you. You're dead.
Fuck you!
Да блин, меч достань ты.
Hey, you! Oh! Surrender! You've committed a... Well, then.
Блин, это наши.
Jesus Christ!
Да блин. Чё они на
Caught
меня
you.
набросились?
And now you'll pay for all your crimes.
What? Hey, what's this here?
Don't bother trying to deny it. Do you seriously think you can get away with murder and other crimes? Not a chance. It's jail for you, and I hope you rot there.
What's going on there?
Look, I'll tell you the truth, but you mustn't tell anyone. The Lord of Rat Eye sent me on a secret...
Не прокатило.
But that won't help you much.
Блять, придется в
Jail?
тюрьму отправляться. Я не понял, в
All
чем
right, let's go and get it over with quick.
You'll love it there.
Ёлки-палки. 10 дней. Ну класс, блин. И почему вот эту херню никак нельзя пропустить? Тупак, конечно, жесточайший. Отключу пока переделки все эти. Все отключено. Я, честно говоря, вообще не понял, зачем, за чего меня посадили. Такой бред, блин. Я считаю, это реальный проеб в этой игре. такую вот херню допускать. То есть ты сидишь 5 минут от дебила, так смотришь, как крутится колесико. Охренеть. Вот это геймплей, вот это новаторство. Просто изобретение века. Я ногу сломал, поэтому я прыгаю. Надо было этого чувака не убивать, а просто взять у него бабло и отпустить. Откуда я знал, что там были? Я думал, это все бандиты были. А это были местные стражи и вот эти. Возьму сыра и вина. Пожрать. Благо, что я успел все продать. Где я вообще нахожусь? Что это за город? Ого, книжки. Сколько книжек. О, вино действует. Приветик. Какая-то библиотека. А, ну я понял, это замок этого барона. Барон или барон? А, нет, не это замок. Так, это Раттай, короче. Тут квест стащить документы. О, у меня поднялся навык владения мечом. Я этой хренью вообще не пользуюсь, так что пофиг, что выбирать. Комбо эти бессмысленные. Надо бухнуть по случаю освобождения из тюрьмы. Все равно у меня голод есть и усталость. Так, шмяк-кряк. Надо, короче, поспать где-то теперь. Сейчас сначала к портному заглянуть. Так, а почему закрыто? Сколько времени? 6 вечера, он уже закрыт. Вот гада. Никто работать не хочет. Интересно, тут переночевать можно? Пожрать можем, по крайней мере. Уже что-то хоть. Надо же, я поспал, и меня никто не прогнал. Можно еще поспать. Отлично, выдрахся. Блин, сраная тюрьма.
Yeah!
Да блин. Врезался в заборчик.
Yeah!
Че, я надеюсь, портной уже работает там?
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
Have a look at these cucumbers.
О,
They'll
слава
take
тебе,
for an
Господи.
awful set. Buy 'em before someone else does.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me. Farewell. Farewell.
Надо у него посмотреть набор для починки одежды, чтобы самому прокачивать навык. Вот он. Так, есть такой и есть такой. Пока возьму 2. Так, что там у меня с обувью? ФФ 84. Кстати, вот эти все стыренные книжки мне надо срочно прочитать, иначе охранник какой-нибудь сейчас меня прижмет. Так, у меня нет навыка. Ладно. Улучшил навык чтения. по речи. Блин, сколько книг натырил, жуть. Ужас какой-то, а. Что это за игра? Симулятор библиотекаря какого-то. Чтеца. Точно, что тут еще не надо все читать в буквальном смысле. Еще прокачал навык. Все, вроде все прочитал. Но кроме одной книги, на которой у меня нет навыка. Так, что там у меня за книжный навык? А вот, пожалуй, возьму этот навык. Улучшает общение с солдатами, охранниками. Так, где это я?
Good day to you. Good luck to you.
Кстати, может, что-то прикупить можно.
May the Lord watch over you.
Так, оружие. А у меня сколько у щита? Блин, улучшаются навыки одни, а другие падают. Ну, вот это прикольно. И вот это тоже прикольно. На 1500 уже набрал. Ой, блин, мне уже не хватает. 3248. Может, ему книжки можно продать? Нет, тоже не хочет их покупать. Блин, придется что-то убрать.
Farewell.
Так, и набор, наверное, еще нужен для ремонта. Или не нужен? Какой у меня вообще навык ремонта? 6. Нормально все. Так. Ту-ту-ту-ту-ту-ту. Сто. Ботиночки 84. Сапожки надо еще починить и все.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and buy some. Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers,
Bread
asparagus
baked
and
just this
prunes.
morning. Bread.
Может, ты купишь у меня книжки?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Take care.
Нет, не хочет. Может, вон тот мужик с капустой.
I'm at your service. May the Lord watch over.
О, этот может купить, класс. Блин, а у него нет столько бабла. Ну, всего на 6 грошинов. Ладно, нет, я не хочу им на халяву давать книжку. Мне и так бабла немного. Извини, мужик, теперь вообще без бабла остался. Так, где мой конь-то?
Bread, fresh bread.
Yeah.
Bread.
Блин, у меня FPS такой херовый, что-то надо понять. Намутить.
cože je to za dědina, nedaleko Hodonína, je tam studenka kamená a v ní voděnka studená.
Ладно, попробую с этими настройками. О, 27, 32. Опять 22, блин. Вот печаль. Разрешение хоть
How many times is that this month?
уменьшать.
3 times. Would you credit it?
Пардон. Так. Обувник не здесь находится. Ну куда пошел, мужик? Давай
Jesus
чини мои
Christ be
сапожки.
praised.
Farewell.
Стоп, стоп, стоять. Это еще не все.
God be with you.
Книжку купить не хочешь? Нет, не хочет. Может, у него какие-нибудь еще есть клевые сапожки? Нету. Так. Надо все эти наборы, книжки, все убрать. Так, что там мне еще нужно теперь? Какие-то документы украсть нужно. При этом я не могу нигде сохраниться. Разве что тут. Ну, сгоняю сюда.
God be with you.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
See you later.
Что-то я не помню, чтобы у него что-то можно было купить, продать. Почему вот эти шкуры не объединяются? Блин, у них еще падает состояние, ухудшается. Надо мне срочно купить.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Ой, тут за 11 покупает. Тот на площади за 8 покупал. Блин, у меня лошадь эта карта. Убрать, чтобы охранник меня обшмонал, не забрал. Вещь-то краденая. Все, спасено. Так, сейчас попробуем купить шкуру. Рано пошел дождь, и у меня FPS вырос до 30. Конечно, тоже не фонтан, но играть можно. Что, не изобрели еще зонтики в 14 веке, да? Эй, куда пошла?
Good evening. Take care.
Все, отлично. Шкура у меня. У него голод еще появился.
Yeah.
Сейчас пожрем. Да. Может еще в ванну сходить, принять. Раз тут рядом все. Нормально. У меня вся одежда грязная, наверное. Не грязная? У меня все чистенькое. Как вот эту кровь убрать, я не знаю. С меча. Надо гуглить. Так, ну хорошо. Сколько времени местного? 8 часов. Может, я этого на себя не могу понять сейчас.
So what are we to do with you, Henry?
Would you like to get up to some more mischief? It was fun the last time.
Yes, it was. I'm a bit surprised you thought so too.
Although a girl doesn't get a chance to tend the wounds of a gallant defender every day. But I can't right now. Will you come back another time, please?
Не может она. Чё она не может, блин? Непонятно. Сидит тут, блин, вышивает. Ладно. Так. Надо к этому мельнику зайти, наверное. А, я забыл сохраниться. раз ночь на дворе. Надо по полной отоспаться. Ладно, раз уж я сохранился, попробую вот эту миссию сделать. Выполнить. Для кого я это все комментирую? 0 человек меня смотрит. Для себя, наверное. Отсюда только один вывод может быть.
Yeah.
Блин, мужик.
Ow! Watch where you're going, you Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron.
Можно еще пожрать. Так, и куда-то не туда пошел.
Yeah.
Это что, с коня упал, что ли? Ладно, я лучше пешком добегу. Быстрее будет. Не хочет со мной говорить. Что-то не туда уже бегу. Крапива. Так. Чё там за квест, блин? Украсть документы. Блин, закрыто. Перезакрыто. Придется ждать дня, короче. Раз такое дело. Так, а кому нужно отдавать эту кожу? Какой-то тоже мельник, по-моему. Где он живет? Шкуру. Таунберг нужно. Ладно. Или подождать дня. Да, я, пожалуй, подожду. Все откроет. Наверное, после 8 утра можно зайти и стырить эти документы, раз уж я тут нахожусь. Все равно закрыто. Редиску сожру. Как раз охранник свалил. Ух ты, закрыто. Ладно.
Hey, you!
Блин.
Hey! What are you doing poking around in that lock? Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
Блять, застукал меня. Так, чё, попробуй уболтать его.
Just my luck.
О,
Look, I
сработало.
can't tell you anymore. The fate of the whole empire hangs in the balance between King Wenceslas and King Sigismund. High politics, you know? Not a peep to anyone.
Well, I thought... Well, that is, I had no idea. If that's how it is, of course you may go.
Who are you?
Well, I...
Hey, who's there?
Тут никого пока.
Mother of God!
What are you up to here? Get out of here or I'll call the guards on you.
Так, это вообще не здесь, похоже. Или здесь, хер поймешь. Сюда, видимо, надо ночью приходить, блин, когда они спят.
Hey! Looking for someone? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here. Can you hear me?
Блин, баба, ну чё ты за мной бегаешь, а?
Is someone there? Hey!
Вот прикопались-то, а?
You, stop right where you are! Surrender!
Опять этот мужик.
Who the hell do you think you are? Didn't I tell you you've no business here? Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
You're making a serious mistake. If only you knew what you've just got yourself into. This won't end well for you.
Well, I thought... Well, that is, I had no idea. If that's how it is, of course you may go.
Уболтал его языкастый демон. Черт языкастый. Блин, тут столько этих охранников ходит. Что это за место такое?
That sounded like... What do you...
Well, I never!
Блин.
What? I'm sure I heard something.
Иди погуляй, тетка.
Who's there? Answer me.
Нет, она не хочет выходить.
God preserve you, good night. Can I do something for you? God bless.
О, класс, тетка свалила, остался этот мужик только. Нет документов, блин. Так, что, рискнуть открыть или нет? Ладно, рискну. Опять нет документов никаких. Так, короче, я понял.
Hey, who's there? What are you doing here? Get lost or you'll have me direct
Hey!
Be quick about it.
Я понял, мне эта миссия не светит, пока я не прокачаю навык замков. Взлома замков. А он у меня... Какой? 6-й.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
Почему звездочка отмечена, интересно?
Fred Beach, just this morning. Fred!
Так. Надо сундук зашкерить скорее. То, что это там стырил. Оно же теперь отмечено, наверное, как... Ну да. Своровано. Так, что там хотел посмотреть? А, я хотел убрать эту миссию все. Раз такое дело. Это что? Идти к Терезе. Это что? Нет, это вряд ли. Ладно.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and buy some.
Сейчас заодно эту мельнику шапку продам. Интересно, за сколько он и возьмет. Конечно, политика цен тут очень странная. Не политика, а отображение. Там он пишет мне сейчас, что эта шапка стоит 460 там с чем-то. Сейчас посмотрим, за сколько ее мельник возьмет. Ну-ка.
I'm glad to see you.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right. Let's see what we can do about that.
Take care.
За 100 он берет. Ну ладно, пусть будет 100. Все.
What the? Look at you, lover boy.
Do you still feel like doing something together?
Shall we play blind man's buff?
That's really what you want to do?
I know it's a game for children, but I always liked it, and I won't feel stupid playing it with you.
All right, why not?
Good. Then follow me.
Идти за Терезой. Куда идти? Она стоит на месте.
Nobody will see us here in this barn.
Are you shy?
It's a game for little children. Of course I'm embarrassed.
Well, adults play it too, you know.
But only when they're drunk. I'll cover my eyes.
Well, they do say love is blind.
Cheeky boy. But this is a game you won't be winning. I've got ears sharper than a bat.
And I'm as stealthy as a cat. You'll never find me.
We'll see. But if you leave the barn, you lose. Come here. Come on, spin me around. What are you waiting for?
Blind I may be, deaf I'm not. Make a sound, and you'll get got. How does it go after that?
It doesn't matter. Go and hide. Ha! Got you. I bet you're here. No? Are you looking for something? What was that? Was that you? There, you see. I can hear better than a bat. Oh no! I've left clothes out to dry. We have to bring them in before they get soaked. Oh no, it's completely soaked.
You'll have to put it by the stove to dry.
No, that would just make it reek of smoke. Help me bring it to the hay. God! It's sopping wet.
Not afraid of thunderstorms, are you?
Not anymore.
Shouldn't we spread the linen out?
Henry, hush now.
Почему он свой шлем снимает, а перчатки нет? Ого, это уже какой-то ведьмак. А почему не показывали, как он с княжной? Там просто было затемнение и все. А тут показали. Надо книжку почитать. Ничего не хочет, короче, считать. Почему не дает сохраниться? А, вот. Не та кровать.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
About that evening.
Ah, yes. I never thanked you properly for helping me with the laundry. That storm would have carried it off to God knows where.
Oh, I think you thanked me enough. But next time we should take shelter somewhere else. That hayseed gets into places it shouldn't, and itches like mad.
Henry, you donkey. You really know how to sweet-talk a girl, don't you? And anyway, what do you mean by next time? Just what exactly do you have in mind for the two of us?
How do you see things?
Me? Well, when you're not behaving like a total nincompoop. I kind of like being with you.
I behave like a nincompoop.
Yes, like now answering a question with another question. How do you see it with us, Henry? If I really must say it, I like you very much. And you saved my life in Skalitz.
And you saved mine. So we're even. When you say the two of us, it gives me goosebumps. Sorry, but I don't want anything more. I'm not the right kind of fella for a millmaid.
What do you mean you don't want anything more? Am I only good for a roll in the hay? You behave as if I was asking you for a wedding. At least now I know what you're really like. Next time I'll take care of my own laundry, even if it's raining brimstone. Farewell. Leave me be. Go!
Обидел девушку почем зря.
God preserve you. Good night. Can I do something for you? Goodbye.
Yeah!
God watch over you, good night, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
Use of the
And what do you want?
bathhouse services.
Proper bath.
I'd
And my
like to
clothes
use
need washing.
I'm sure you'll be
services.
extremely satisfied.
Смешно говорит. To use bathhouse services.
Yeah.
Ладно, надеюсь, она потом остынет. Что происходит? Почему ничего не показывает? Блин. все верно, мне все вот сюда надо. Да, в Ведьмаке, конечно, это лучше сделано. Пришел к указателю. Какой-то бродячий мужик. Опять загадки.
There's plenty of coin in it.
What is it?
It's just that you look like someone who doesn't mind a bit of adventure. And as it happens, I'm looking for someone just like you.
All right. Tell me what it's about.
It's a little complicated. Let's just say I know where there's some riches buried. And you could persuade me to share that knowledge with you for a reasonable price, needless to say.
I don't get it. Why don't you just get the treasure for yourself?
That's easy to say, only it's sure to be buried in some remote place. And the whole countryside is crawling with bandits and all sorts of vermin. I'd rather sell it to you for a few groschen than risk my neck.
Sounds a little fishy to me. How do you know about it?
Well, I helped this merchant out, see? His wagon got stuck in the mud, and in return, he shared it with me.
He told you where he had money hidden. That sounds unlikely.
The thing is, at the time, he wasn't quite alive, see?
What?
I mean, I found the merchant dead in his wagon. So me and my cousin freed the wagon, and as I was helping him into the grave, we dug... Well, my hand accidentally slipped inside his coat and caught hold of this parchment with something scribbled on it.
Right. No beating about the bush. That's a rather wild story. But worth a try.
Excellent. Here, take this. And I wish you good fortune in your search.
Смешное название у деревни. Ледичко. Сначала ждешь, пока он по карте полчаса будет ехать, потом ждешь, пока он спит полчаса. Эта игра вас тренирует терпение игрока. Сейчас еще немножко скачу. У меня баф спадет вот этот. Тюремный. То у меня сила занижена. Ловкость. Если бандиты нападут, не очень будет весело. Так, как тут лучше? Вот так или вот так? Да, можем по прямой вот так. О, все, спал баф. Скорее это дебаф. Тюремный.
Do you want something?
Has something happened?
Да чё она за мной ходит, блин?
Hey! Has something happened?
Мужик, я тебе шкуру принес. Блин, зачем он сел? Стой!
Hey!
What's that?
Get
going.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've got those hides you wanted.
Now that's what I call quality. That'll do me just fine. Here, you've earned a bit of coin.
Couldn't you use some hides?
I need the hide of a sturdy roe buck. There's a wealthy merchant after one to hang on his wall. As if anyone would believe he bagged it himself.
Good luck then. You there! Stop! Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you.
Ah, kurwa!
You've been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring warnings. This definitely won't come cheap. You'll learn crime doesn't pay.
Сраная баба натравила на меня.
Just my luck. Look, I can't tell you anymore.
But that won't help.
All right, here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
Охренеть, 15 грошинов из-за нее потерял. А сколько мне этот мужик дал за шкуру? Фиг его знает. Фига себе, аж 3 охранников позвала сюда.
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
Сучка, а? Чё ему там теперь надо, этому мужику? Оленю шкуру. Так, ну, я уже рядом тут. Можно пойти сюда. Что это за место? Талберг. Ничего, мне теперь с репутацией. 59. Солдаты 32. Как можно поднять репутацию, интересно? Никак. Я не знаю.
Ow! Ah! Are you blind, for Christ's sake? There's people walking here.
Найти хромого бандита нужно.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai. Good luck to you.
Арбузик продается. Можно арбузик пожрать? Быстро, как я его нашел. Какой-то квест еще. Ну-ка.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name.
Must be that farm.
Good luck to you.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing. And there's more. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. God be with you.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. A reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Ujet's women to witchery.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. And what's the problem?
As long as herb women stick to giving psychic to folk and bloated cows, assisting in childbirth, or burning incense in bedrooms to help with sleep, then nothing at all. But this is sacrilege, and it's unsafe. All sorts of molds and lichens and poisonous plants and other foul things go into those concoctions. I'd hate to see her poison some poor gullible lass.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Take care now.
Натравил меня на травницу, обозвал ее ведьмой.
Jesus! Good morning.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here.
There is one. A crooked bastard he is too. I hope you're here to take him away. He lives in a cottage at the end of the village by the road to Rattay.
God bless.
Who are you? Hey!
What in the...
What are you doing here?
Hey!
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name.
Aye, there is one fellow with a limp. You can't imagine what you'd want with the likes of him, but that's your affair. He lives in a cottage on the edge of the village. Good luck to you.
Мне надо на лошадке больше скакать, чтобы навык прокачивать.
Yeah.
Ого, какая-то туса там. Блин, мне каких-то цветочков надо, чтобы баф был на харизму. Нет, эти не работают. Ну ладно. Хромой Лубош.
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
Sacre. Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Опять играть в детектива, блин. Я думал, сейчас можно подраться.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
The parish priest here in Ujis, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their arses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learnt to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. I don't know what he got up to, though.
Another thing about Lubosh.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubos used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately, he started talking to the parish priest, of all people.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of...
Ask away.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
По крайней мере, опыт за эти диалоги накидывает.
My respects to you. Farewell.
Honoured that a knight's...
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of...
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubos who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubos was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubos used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
Take care now.
A našem rodině klid, a náš hospodár, a náš hospodár.
Good luck then.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I've come in the name of Sir Han...
I don't know nothing of...
That man Lubos who was...
I didn't really know him. He kept...
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubos was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubos used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now.
My respects to you. Farewell.
I'm honoured that you should come to me. Farewell.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight. Good luck to you.
Ho.
Farewell.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Что у тебя с лицом?
Greetings. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa.
I don't know how I can help you.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Take care now.
Блин, с кем еще нужно тут поговорить, чтобы у меня этот квест снялся?
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream. What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard. Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything? Armour? Well, it seems Lubosh wasn't your everyday crofter. And judging by the bloodstains, it looks like he lived the way he died. A bed. A bed. Nothing here.
Да, похоже, тут все. Надо возвращаться в город. Может быть, у вот этой спросить крестьянки. С ведром. Стоп.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Так, она уже ничего не знает.
Take care.
Ладно. По коням. О, мужичок, может он что-нибудь скажет.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Нет, он не
May the
скажет.
Lord watch over you.
Yeah.
God be with you. Take care now.
God save you. What can I do for you? Take care now.
Hey! Who's there?
I'm at your service, Sir Knight. May the Lord watch over you. Someone there?
Ну, я не знаю, кого тут еще можно спрашивать. По-моему, мне уже все сказали. Почему мне это продолжает висеть квест? Собачку можно спросить.
Hey, is someone there?
God be with you. May the Lord watch over you.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish.
Ask all you want, lad.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to ale houses.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck then.
Mother. Lost. God be with you. Farewell.
God grant you health. How may I help you? Take care.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That's all. Thank you.
God be with you.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush.
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care now. God be with you.
Jesus Christ.
God be with you.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
I've got no time for this. You might be happy to put people's lives at risk, but I refuse to, and I'll get that confession out of you by force if I have to.
You're threatening me. You want to fight me? Well, I never. Well, why not? Let's have at it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think it's a very good idea. I got a bit carried away, Father.
I understand how keen you are. I'd truly like to help, but that really isn't the way. Let's start again and try another approach, eh?
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening, in the tavern, over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Good luck to you.
Father, didn't I see you outside? I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practiced with a stick. God be with you.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Take care.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Farewell.
God save. How may I help you, good knight? God bless.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. Good luck to you.
Я уже задолбал
God
по
be
этой
with
деревне бегать. Докапываться до всего.
Good afternoon. Goodbye.
Now that I'd understand. But that, as soon as we heard the horses whinny... Good day to you.
Farewell.
Good afternoon.
Who's there?
God bless.
Мне кажется, я уже всех опросил.
Vodenka studená, vodenka studená. Kdybych já tu vodu píjel.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? Get the hell out of here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Another thing about Lubosh. I found armor in his house,
covered in blood.
God preserve us. Everyone knows he was a violent oaf, but I never thought he'd stoop to murder. At least he never did that here.
God be with you.
God be with you.
Take care now.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should... May the Lord watch over you.
Good afternoon. Goodbye.
Я, по-моему, уже всю деревню прочесал, всех опросил. Мне этот квест все равно продолжает висеть.
God bless. Hey.
Hey.
Is someone there?
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
Farewell.
I've come in the name of Sah.
I don't know anything.
That's all. Thank you.
Farewell.
Is there something you need? Come now.
Теперь меня эта тетка пасет.
What?
Ну, я не
Hey,
знаю, что...
who's there?
Огородники, я у них уже у всех спрашивал.
What in the...
Good health to you.
God be with you.
What the hell was that?
That sounded like...
Jesus.
Hey! Why are you here? Bugger off! Good afternoon. Goodbye. What's that?
Good day to you. What do you need?
Goodbye. Hey!
I've come in the name of...
Of course. Ask away.
That's all. Thank you.
Be a bit more careful.
My respects to you.
Take care now.
Hell out of here. There's nothing here for you. Hey.
Help! Over there!
Мужик истеричный, блин. Сейчас он еще охранников приведет. Псих.
My respects to you.
Good luck to you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Farewell.
Don't move a finger. Surrender. You'll have to answer for your lord.
Are you?
Who the hell do you think you are? You should have thought twice about what you're doing.
Just my luck. Look, I can't tell you anymore. The fate of the whole empire hangs in the balance between King Wenceslas and King Sigismund. High politics, you know? Not a peep to anyone.
Well, I thought, that is, I had no idea. If that's how it is, of course you may go.
Christ. I'll have to get my own name.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can work something out. But first I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty...
You know what they say.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate... These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubos told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But, first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits is in Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them in detail. A tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison, and nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs. While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. Oh, it's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj padł dziesięć smutek, dnielno i rano utek, niech już małżeński majstrat, do wczera żylne staje prach. Už sejmoj svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich učit. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední jen. Buďte se mámy, panorama stávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu jsou nejdem, tak nalej mi hned a točí se svět.
Enough of this! Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Oh. You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up. So, my dear, wouldn't you like to have a little ring on the bell? Said and done.
I'd love to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin,
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here.
Oh.
The priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell.
Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. My poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh! How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Well, all right. But I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubos.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then. What's the matter with you? We have to start Mass. It's already late.
What the? Huh?
Hey.
Never show up. The swill dog.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem in sanctas at venerabiles a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that heinous crime at Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Now I'm curious which one of them will puke first.
Brothers and sisters, let me get straight to the point. I'd like to talk about the church and how corrupt it is.
That boy has a cheek.
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone. It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, cumens, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters, Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right!
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you only pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
I say to you, in the words of Jan Hus, he who knows much, let him speak much. He who knows little, let him speak little. Let each speak as much as he knows, and he who knows nothing, let him at least teach his neighbour one virtuous deed by setting him good example and refraining from playing dice and from fornication. And that applies both to priests and to you, brothers and sisters.
That's his conclusion?
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, that Hus.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. I don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So's gluttony. And fornication.
God does forgive a penitent.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know that Lubos killed the murderer and he's dead too. The trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko. Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, with your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Пока это все прервусь ненадолго.